Hi everybody, welcome back to Rainbow Acrylics by Claire. I've just done a pour where I layered up these cups of paint. I layered up 6 of these cups, and as I've done a couple of times, completely overestimated the amount of paint I've needed. So I've got 2 cups left. So I'm going to pour over this old canvas. This piece didn't work at all. I had lots of cracking in it. I'm not sure what happened at all. So I'm going to pour over it. So the dominant colour in these cups, we've got turquoise and we've got purple, a little bit of blue, black, white, gold and magenta. So I'm just trying to work out how I'm going to pour these. My last pour I did 4 in the centre. Right, what shall I do? So I'm going to put a puddle of white along here first. I'm just doing this so that when I pour the cups of paint onto the canvas, it will be the white that will glide and not the coloured paint, so that you don't lose the pattern and the detail in the coloured paint. There's quite a few air bubbles, so I'm just going to burst those. So instead of a straight pour this time, which is when I literally just pour it straight out the cup, I'm going to do a circle pour, which just means I'm going to do lots of little tiny circles with the cup as it's pouring out. Pour round the edge of the pattern and pour some unwanted paint. I've just scraped that out the bottom of the cups. Mixed it with a little bit of water just to make it slightly runnier. There's a beautiful design right at the edge here. It's the purple and the green next to each other in the stripes, and it just looks gorgeous. So if I don't put this down, the paint would just roll over itself as I stretched it out. So by doing this, it will roll over this purpley colour. So I'm not going to let it roll over the edges yet. I'm just literally just going to stretch it out as much as I can to cover as much of the canvas as possible. Ooh, I was lucky, almost dropped it. Now, a lot of the YouTube videos I have been watching of paint pouring, they don't get their hands messy. They stay really nice and clean. That's not how I work at all. I don't think I could do a painting and not be covered in paint afterwards. My friends take the mickey out of me for having paint all over my hands. One of my best friends, Claire, she even turned up with a nail brush once. She bought me a bright pink nail brush so that I could clean my fingernails. You can see how it's just sliding. It's not losing any of the colour at all at the moment because it's just sliding over the top of that other paint. Right, that's actually stretching out really quite nicely. Right, have I got any more paint? Let's see what I've got. So I'm just using all my leftover bits now. But you won't see any of this. This will all run off the edge. Right, I can see I've got enough paint to cover this canvas, so I think I'm going to start going over the edge now. Just going to go off this other bottom corner while I'm here. And again, it's just gliding and stretching. It's not rolling over itself. I'm just trying to watch all the edges and getting slightly close at the top bit of green, but it's just gliding. Now, I love this pink bit. I want to try and keep some of this pink. Yep. Right, back to the centre. And then down to the other corner. So all nicely covered. So now I'm just going to be looking at the composition of the painting. Oh, I can see actually on the camera, there's a bit of white there, so I need to get that to drip over the edge. This is the advantage of filming, because the camera is facing me, my phone's facing me. I can see that that edge hasn't covered. There you go, that's better. So I'm just going to get the weight of the paint back to the centre and then just see how things are. Now, seems to be the main feature of this painting is the white line in the middle. Now I want that wavy, I want that bendy. It's actually pretty bendy, that's pretty good as it is actually. Oh, I'm really liking this. This has got a lot better than the previous one I did with these cups. I think it's because this pink has come out, and I love pink. The pink is really coming out. This is much more stretched out than the previous painting. I'm just going to have a little play around with the composition and the line in the middle. I'm going to take a little bit of paint off the bottom. I don't think I need all of that. And the more paint you take off, the more it will stretch out. So the more separation between all the lines. Oh, I love this white line in the middle. I can really bend it. Yeah, I think that might be it. Only thing I'm not happy about is this one odd cell. Where on earth has that come from? I think that will just annoy me, so I think I'm going to have to try and tilt that off. I'm going to lose the pink, unfortunately, that I wanted. But I think that cell just stands out like a sore thumb. So let's just try and tilt that off. So I'm trying to get the weight of the paint over towards it, right on top of it, and then as soon as it's gone, I'm going to bring it back. Ah, and actually I've managed to save some pink top and bottom of it. Now I'm just thinking about the wiggly white line. I want it to bend there. Right, that has to be it. I think I am done. Oh, I'm so happy with this one. So happy. I wouldn't have thought of doing an even number of pours, doing just the 2 pours on this, but I think it works. It's a painting of 2 distinct halves, but they've both got their own character, their own design. Oh, I'm really excited. Right, let me show you close up. So here's my finished painting. I'm really, really pleased with it. Really love it. I love that wiggly white line, that bright white line right through the centre. Really love it. I love the edges. I don't know if you can see those very well. Let me go around where the light is and you'll be able to see it a bit better, I think. I love the bright edges. If you see on the corner here, there's some bright pink. And then there's also some bright pink over here and here, and then the other corner and a little bit here. Sometimes I find that I just miss some of the edges and the drips don't carry down. So instead of trying to blend it with other colours, I quite like just putting a really bright, bold, other contrasting colour. So I've done this side, if you can see down there, yeah, the pink. There's a little bit of pink on the far corner as well. I think the pink corners just really pick out the pink in the painting. So to make a feature of the corners. So let's go in for a close-up. You just see all the gorgeous, gorgeous lines. Oh, I've got a daddy long legs here. I do not want you in my paint. Get out of it. There we go. So, okay, let's try this corner then. Save my painting from the flies. I'm really pleased with the black. Love the black. It's really, really subtle. It hasn't taken over, but it just gives some contrast. Really like it. And I just like the pink. It's really opened up these pores. The pink is showing a lot more. I wonder if that's because they were ring pores as opposed to straight pores. I'm not sure. So I'll let this dry and then I'll be back to show you. So it's been about a week now and the painting is dry. It's dried perfectly, so well, exactly as I left it. I'm loving the bright white line right through the centre, that wiggly line. I had no idea the painting was going to end up with that bright white line, but I really like it. I like the way it separates the two halves of the painting. Let's go in for a close-up. Oh, first of all, I'll just show you the top of the painting, or an edge of the painting. The edge, it's just such a nice solid colour. So if this is hanging on your wall, you'll see the edge of the painting as you walk round. I just love the colours. Pink and purple and turquoise are my absolute favourites. Now look how bright that white line is. Really, really gorgeous. This was a ring pour, so you'll notice this time lots of little circles. When you do a straight pour, you get like little fingers, one side and then the other side. But this time you've got these little circles in the centre, so it gives a completely different pattern. So you just look at that corner. That's beautiful. Let's just focus it a bit better. Such a pretty corner. And there's definitely more black on this side, but it just looks like a tree cut in half, a tree trunk. And you've got some lovely gold lacing there. I think that's quite unusual there. So this is my first ring pour in quite a while. Definitely going to do more of them. I think I'm going to do more ring pours instead of straight pours from now, just to experiment with them a bit more. So please let me know what you think of this. Please subscribe to my channel. Please leave me comments, feedback, anything, any questions if you want to ask me anything. That's totally fine. Thank you very much for watching.